Guided meditation, recognizing the dream and transforming relationships. Settle yourself comfortably. There is nothing you need to do, nothing you need to understand quickly, nothing to change. Gently close your eyes. Let the body be just as it is. The breath is happening by itself. You don't need to manage it. You can leave it alone. Let's take a moment to return to something very simple. Right now, you are having an experience. There are sensations in the body, maybe sounds around you, thoughts passing by, images, emotions. All of this appears, and all of this changes. Simply observe without effort. Now, let me offer you a very simple idea. You don't need to believe it. Just listen. What if in reality you never experience an external world, but always experience your own mind? When you see an object, you see it within perception. When you hear a sound, it appears in your mind. When you walk down the street, it is images, sensations, and thoughts appearing within you. You never directly access a world out there. You always access an inner experience. Let yourself feel this gently. Think of a dream you have at night. In that dream you walk, you speak, you meet people, you feel fear or joy. Everything seems real, and yet, when you wake up, you realize it was all happening in your mind. The dream wasn't false, it was experienced, but it did not take place outside of you. Now, without comparing, without judging, let this idea arise. What if your waking life works in the same way? Not as a meaningless illusion, but as a continuous inner experience. You wake up in the morning. In your mind, you talk to someone. In your mind, you love, you worry, you hope. In your mind, you are always moving within your own mind. Feel what it's like to stop projecting experience outside. This doesn't mean that nothing exists. It means that everything is perceived, and what is perceived cannot define you. Very softly say inwardly, I am having an experience. What I see is within me. I am having an experience. I am experiencing my thoughts. Now notice something important. In a dream, the characters seem to act independently. They seem to help you or hurt you. But when you wake up, you understand that nothing was actually done to you. It was a staging of the mind. What if in your life situations and people play the same role? Not to punish you, but to show you what you believe. Now allow a relationship to come to mind, an important one, past or present. Observe it as a dream scene without analysis, without explanation. Notice what you feel as you think of this person. You may notice expectations, hopes, fears, tension. Observe them without judging yourself, and recognize this very simply. In this relationship, I believe something was happening outside of me. I believe the other could give me peace or take it away. I believe love came from them. I believe lack came from them. Feel the honesty of this. This is what is called a special relationship. Not a bad relationship, but a relationship in which we believe the dream is happening between two people, as if the other were the cause of what I feel. Now, without forcing anything, allow a gentle shift. What if this relationship is not doing something to you, but revealing something within you? What if the other is not the source of peace or pain, but a character in the dream allowing you to see what you still believe is real? Feel this shift. Now observe what happens when you gently remove one very specific thing, blame. Not loud blame, but the quiet idea that the other has power over how you feel. Until now, without realizing it, You gave the other a role in your dream, the role of making you feel good, or the role of making you feel bad. Perhaps the role of reassuring you, or the role of confirming that something is wrong with you. You may have expected this person to make you feel loved, seen, chosen, or you may have used them to confirm an old inner story. I am not enough. Love is missing. I always end up rejected. In both cases, you assigned the role, not consciously, but faithfully according to what you believed about yourself. The other never made you feel anything. They simply played the role your mind had already written. A role to search for love, or a role to prove its absence, a role to calm fear, or a role to confirm anger, hatred, or self-rejection. Observe this without shame. It is not a fault, it is a mechanism. Now, very softly, take this role away from the other. You don't need to tell them anything. You don't need to explain. You don't need to change the outer relationship. This is an inner movement. Simply say to yourself, I no longer need you to make me feel good. I no longer need you to make me feel bad. Feel what it's like when the other is no longer responsible for your inner state. In this moment, something loosens. You take away from the other the function of fixing your lack, and you also take away from the other the function of confirming your guilt. You no longer use the relationship to save yourself or to attack yourself. Notice what remains when these roles fall away. There is simple perception, a dream character, a scene passing by, and you, the one who is watching. Gently say inwardly, I am watching this dream. I no longer need it to define me, when the other no longer has the function of giving you love or proving its absence. Love is no longer at stake. It is already here, silent, stable, independent of the scene. In this moment, the relationship changes its purpose. It is no longer here to complete you. It is no longer here to save you. It is here to help you see. This is what is called a holy relationship, not a perfect relationship, but one in which perception has changed. You still see a person with their limits, their reactions, their story, but you no longer ask them carry the weight of your salvation. You recognize that peace does not depend on this dream character. Feel the lightness of this. Rest for a few moments in this feeling. I am walking within my mind. I am watching a dream, and I am safe. To conclude, let this phrase arise inwardly. I am willing to look at the dream without fear. I am willing to see my relationships differently. I have nothing to lose. Breathe, and when you feel ready, gently bring your attention back to the body, to the breath, to the present moment, and softly open your eyes.